all eyes are on Jared Goff.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fields it right around the goal line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
First play, here's Cousins. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
That good for 22 and a first down. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because That's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. To throw again on second down. Cousins. Open man once again. It's Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second and 9, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. To throw is Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. The Lions have fallen 8 now on the year. They're coming losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now it's Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On second down, Swift trying to run inside, but nothing there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. They're quickly to Thielen here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Off the play fake. Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Brian Johnson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Williams again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings back out there. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, 1st down. They start the drive with Cook. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, Cousins over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Cousins now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On play action, Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time,
it's caught at the 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And Johnson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again. Goff. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff now looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. 30, 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Allen Robinson, a touchdown reception. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Lions, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. And they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try to win this ball game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake for Swift, now Goff. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Back to the running game with Swift. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jason Kabinda, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Cousins. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Cousins now to throw on first down. It's caught. Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Johnson's kick is good,
and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a first down throw. Goff.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
And he goes out right around the 39.
79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Cousins again.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Now Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Cousins to throw it. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Goff now to throw.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Throwing again is Goff.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Goff now looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. On second down, Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 101 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this to the 32. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Cousins' throw complete to Thielen. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cook up the gut. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That's going to be caught.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Cousins to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Lions 24.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 28-24, 37 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
Goff now to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Goff.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now it's Goff.
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Vikings, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile for Detroit, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Light skin, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, it's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights can't prime time.